As you suspected at the beginning, this crew of champions are perhaps more unstable than is best, but they have performed well, and you think they will match what the focused fault can do. You prepare yourself to head into the tangle. There's little to do but press on. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Yarn, and we're back at it. Continuing our Unstable Suspects run, heading towards the focused fault, and heading into the tangle.
War. Rewards.
Don't know that we're going after... yeah, I'm not sure we're going after the Dreaming General. We both don't need it for anything, and also it's not particularly good for us, though the Forced Confession is kind of tempting. Grab that for free. Man, I'd like to get that Oasis. But do I want that over a field hospital? Got a few traits to get rid of. You know, some aren't too bad, but it's worth considering. That lets us get this trinket, which isn't, isn't terrible. Combo point's a little bit scary, but I think we can do stuff with that. Yeah. All right. We'll go to grab that we'll go to grab that at least, which avoiding the watchtower is pretty easy. It does mean giving up on this Oasis that I Ooh, actually, well, his first piece is straightforward.
A simple choice. Yeah. At least it should
So
be.
here's the consideration. We don't really have a stress healer, so a few mineral-rich spring waters really would go a long way to fixing up.
Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
Would go a long way to fixing up our stress concerns. But that would cost us this trinket, which, even as I say it, is not like earth-shakingly good. It's just not bad. Well, yeah. I have been thinking more about this kind of in the side, and I am starting to think I might want to swap. Maybe I do want to swap over. Well, no, because Battlefield Medicine gets really good under Surgeon too, as does Indiscriminate Science. Finally. Get rid of the last of the dodge tokens. Nice double kill with Pirouette. That's always nice. Sucks to waste that crit token, but, wasn't really ours to keep. And we're smacking this down pretty consistently here. Waste our point-blank shot a little bit, but it does mean we get to,
Straightforward and effective.
means we do get to continue working on our damage bonus here, 12%. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is kind of one of those formations where it sort of feels like both options are somewhat acceptable. Like, we could, Surgeon is fine. Surgeon does stuff. Like, it's not a bad thing. And it is quite nice to have the extra healing for the Focused Vault, but the Focused Vault also just turns into a race. But, you know, the flip side of that is it's pretty easy to get our Grave Robber into this back rank before we, like, are under pressure to do something about it. Continuing to just clear off stuff here. And it was worth a shot. Up to 18%. Also, the extra HP on the Plague Doctor is not worth, or is not something that should be ignored. I mean, it would have been nice to heal there, but we don't need the stress heal, and it's not dead otherwise, and it's a 50-50 if the Grave Robber kills. Okay.
Without purpose.
2 mastery points out of that's pretty nice. So yeah, I keep wobbling back and forth. I think we're going to keep the Surgeon in position, because the Focused Vault does tend to knock people back. Like, it'll knock back at least one character, and the Surgeon is much better equipped to take advantage of that. And we are trying to set up scenarios where we can just cause of death the Focused Vault away.
Bravo!
Watch Doge. Oh, that's actually 50-50 to just kill. Nice. Definitely liking Yellowhand, though. Yellowhand felt like a very strong call here. Extra PBSs.
Stupendous.
Dead. Wonderful. You're not dead, but you're close. And I think we just do that, right?
Master stroke.
Yeah, we get him. Got them all. Oh, no, we didn't get you. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get you like that. So after the last zone where we picked up so much stress, knock on wood, we actually haven't picked up any stress this zone. So maybe I'm overthinking it here. We do have Tarantism, which is a little bit. I mean, it's not great, but it's not awful for us because moving is not bad, and our Abomination is rank flexible enough to not care.
These folk have kept their honor. Have you?
How are we doing for relics right now? 28. Okay, I kind of need more than that. 5 light. I don't really want some stagecoach items. I think we just grab the food. Grab a shitload of food. Do I have the... I do have the fridge. That makes sense. Alright, so this is the choice here. I do think we go to the left here. This is narrow, because I do think the Oasis is a very strong place for us to go. That stress management is quite notable. But I'm not feeling as much pain as I did last node there. And there are other ways to deal with stress, and we're definitely skipping the lair. Just an absolute ton of food we don't need. Rather just go for some flame.
Whispers.
You know, the difference between kingdoms and confessions is something I find myself forgetting about, because relationships are... Oh, sup, Collector? How you doing? You know, negative relationships are much less damaging in confessions versus kingdoms, but in neither case are they, like, you know, great. Let's go ahead and get as much damage in as we can. Can you reach from back here? Rage. You can slam. Yeah. Yeah, we're transforming. Come on and slam. I mean, sure. Unfortunately, our Plague Doctor is sort of out of position here. Alright, that's a good start. Straight into head guard. Okay. Head rush. Okay. That was real good. Get some beat down here. No, that's not what I wanted. I should have paid closer attention there, but on the other hand, just spending Pyrotechnic Dazzler is fine. Headstrong is super annoying. As is Lifesteal. That's very rude. Okay, they're both just dead to that. But that does mean we get to hit with the big incision here.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Now, unfortunately, this does mean he's collect calling. Yep. But we did get a nice hit there. Target bleed 4 or just rake and bleed everybody. I think we just rake and bleed both of them here. That's a good start. Our Abomination is starting to get pretty stressed, though. Yeah, we're gonna have to take the Abomination out of his transform here. Yep, he's gotta come out. He's got a stress heal here.
Conclusion.
That's a good start.
Lenity.
We're gonna trust that the Grave Robber's okay for another round here. Nice. Oh, and we didn't kill her, unfortunately. Okay. We are continuing to kick back at the Collector here.
This is no time to falter.
All right, now that we do need to fix. That is a lot of bleed. All right, the Vestal's at least gone, who's by far the most annoying. Man, they do not want my Abomination doing a blessed thing, do they? I mean, it's definitely time for Absolution. Stabilize out our
An interminable
Abomination
conflict.
here. Well, it's only an interminable conflict because I'm stuck fighting these things that keep getting regenerated.
Incremental,
Like, let's be very clear here.
deadly all the same.
I want this fight to be over. Cause of death. Now I just need this guy to not be a complete asshole. Okay, perfect. There we go.
An impressive haul.
What do we win for that?
Good use.
Merchant's Guild seal's not bad. Junia's head. Target hero. And Stone Mount. Stone Mount's not bad. Because I believe Walter has... Yeah, Backlash lets him make stuff. I think it's just Backlash. Yeah. Still something. Still a better trinket for him than that is, probably. I mean, Junia's head pretty much goes here for the healing. That's definitely out. Yeah, there we go. Fight, fight, fight. We'll go from the Plague Doctor just to stabilize relationships. Very good start to this process here. Even better follow-up to that process. The altar of ambition.
Haste and carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Very nice, okay. Kind of wish I had indiscriminate science selected right now, don't I?
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Oh, it's I forgot. Junia's head removes a negative token. There you go. I did that right. Exactly as intended. Bone weaving continues to be obnoxious. Oh, that's brilliant.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Looking to set up a PBS here.
A steady subtraction. An invariable result.
There we go. Double, there we go. Oh, and we even get to do a little grave robbing. Very nice.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Better Gilded Mind, Dark Impulse? Sure. Trinket's worth considering. So we definitely go here. I think we don't really want to go to the lair. Memories of a Dream? Assistance encounter? I don't know. Ah. Well. They all got a 3% buff at the beginning. And then, we start making it more extreme here.
Stupendous.
Once again, we see the classic Highwayman is stacked up with defensives and riposte, so naturally, you know, only 1/3 of the attacks go after him. Interesting that he purges the unworthy of a character that doesn't have any tokens. I'm pretty sure it seems like Purge the Unworthy normally targets characters who are... I mean, let's do that. Do need to absolution here. Do need to make sure you're gone.
A promising development.
Yeah, okay. Very obnoxious. We did know that was a possible outcome here, though. Did not really go exactly how I wanted it, but that's okay. See, now that I've committed to not going to the Oasis, my stress is starting to get out of hand again. That's of course how this goes. Alright, that could be a problem. But apparently not much of one. Alright, you're dead now. Cool. It's amazing how quickly stress goes up.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next.
But thankfully we get a stress heal just for stopping at the field hospital. Then we have a choice. The Hoarder just involves a lot of loathing. I kind of think I need to go up the left here and just do more fights, which is unfortunate. Tarantism can probably stay for right now. Do I need that laudanum? I probably do. Definitely over neutralizing powders and chalk dust. Yeah. Buy the rest of that. None of those really matter. Tarantism just isn't that bad. Yeah, it's just, that's not bad for this run, so... Alright, guess we save the rest of our money, because the rest of these aren't super necessary for us to take. Yeah, okay. So they want to go to the fight, which basically keeps us at net 0 loathing. The cash takes us up to, like, potentially 3 loathing. Or we have to go to Memories of a Dream. Doesn't really help us. Though on the other hand, it is a slightly less stressful path for us. There's no way we're ever using this slime mold. And truthfully, there's probably no way we're using all this stale bread either, but we'll keep it a little longer because we don't need the room yet. So the only fear about going to these resistance encounters is it's basically 3 fights or 2 guaranteed fights, and we don't have any way to heal stress in combat other than dumping laudanum, which is a one-shot fix. It is a chance for more mastery points, though. We're already up to 5. We have to fight two either way, so this is only 1 more fight. All right. Not the cleanest set of choices there, but we're not rich enough to make the Hoarder super appealing. The cash may or may not have something useful in it. It's, you know, they can go either way. And it's only saving us maybe 1 fight at the outside. So, or it's only saving us one fight and kind of the route I'm most likely to take.
And so they must fall.
Hate that, but we do need to fight if we're going to go this way. We need to get all the mastery points we can while we're here. Alright, so we're doing this whole defensive formation nonsense. Man, continuing my journey of just having some very poor luck with grabbing blight damage on things. These guys hit so damn hard for what they are.
Breakthrough.
Oh, can't use Ichor from here, eh? Well, that's unfortunate. We'll keep trying, though. Continuing to dodge his focus fire, that's kind of cute. This is just such an endurance fight, which is a tough way to live your life. And I have to keep I kind of have to keep wasting my Highwayman's turns here. I have to keep wasting my Highwayman's turns to keep damage pumping onto where it needs to. Oh, he just has maximum movement resistance. Yes, there's no real point. Grave Robber is doing her job, but the Highwayman has to keep wasting his turns knocking off the, knocking off the, guard tokens so that we don't have to, I mean, he's still not dead, but one more hit from somebody finishes the job, which is what we'll, there we go. Alright, now this gets a lot easier. Well, not if we min roll. Not if we min-roll damage. That does not help us. But if we don't do that, this fight is now... Now this fight's just, you know, sort of mechanical in nature. And we will start taking turns off to do things like heal up. Wow.
Given their last.
Wow. I mean, something else will knock him to death's door, so we don't need to do that.
Solidarity may yet arrest this collapse.
Managed to stabilize some of our stress there, at least.
Unexpected find.
Did win a mastery point, did not win a trinket worth having. I hate losing 2 wheels, but I almost wonder if that's what I'm supposed to do instead, just because of how brutal these fights have been. Oh, it's a warlord fight. It is the warlord. Oh man. Collector and warlord in the same engagement's not really what you want to see here.
Yet the warlord fights on.
I mean, let's get this guy ticking at least. Hey, Winston. As a very good start to this process here. Okay, we're definitely hoping for more out of that. Jeez.
Steady yourself.
Alright, cohorter. Into a Sakare through everything? That is... Alright. I do think I need to spend the triage kit, because these guys are going to hit hard. Remove 2 positive tokens. Oh, but it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit the dude bro we want to hit.
Hold fast.
Okay.
For who knows
Clamor is fine.
beyond.
Clamor is fine. Get him out of the way here. Now, I know I have this stress problem brewing, but I do think I need to do that and get my Plague Doctor back out of immediate range here. Yeah, we mitigated a lot of damage there. Holy. Get out of here. Just resisting all the bleeds.
This is no time to falter.
Man, this guy's hitting like a bus. I don't think that really helps me. Yeah, let's get this guy ticking down. Oh, thank God, our Plague Doctor goes first. Okay. 4 to 8. He's taking 7, so we need a 6 here. That's a 4. Okay, not enough. Alright, that's enough, though. Okay.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Do my best to protect our abomination here. Because, yeah, he's just going to Sakare him again. Alright, he is alone now, though. Highway robbery to get rid of the 2 blocks. A skill we don't really mind doing low damage for the 3rd. And I guess something to add a combo point. Okay, he is healing for more than he bleeds, so he's okay. However, I do think I want to pick him up, make sure he's not going to get worse here. That does hit him for 16, put him to death's door here. Nice, we double dodged the Colfus, which gives us just enough to finish. Oh no, he healed the Blight. That's unfortunate. But we do get him with the riposte. That was gross. Jeez. Another 2 mastery points. We got the Galea and the Tropium. Wow, that was a good set of loot. Not worth the amount of stress we picked up, but well, add a combo point to somebody. Put that on you. Put the smoke bombs on you. Bandages. Anti-venom. Actually, we'll put those on and use them here. Alrighty. This fight we might actually run from if given the chance, because that was a lot more pain and suffering than I was hoping to see there.
2 arms, though it brings no satisfaction.
6 candles, but it does let me fight with an advantage, so I think we do that. Ooh. Oh boy, that is not what we were looking to see. Okay, we do have all of the buffs here. Unfortunately, this is probably about to get real freaking nasty here. Alright, we're throwing out all the buffs here.
Dwindles.
Nice. Second, slay the wounded. But now we drop you. You're dead, right? Yeah, you're dead, so. Get to Duelist Advance. Grab a bunch of extra Dodge Plus tokens.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Magnesium Rain to prevent some random serve once more shenanigans to happen. And keep the Alright, so the Plague Doctor just randomly melts down. Yeah. Okay, sure. Terrified, you say? That's really unfortunate. Well... Things are not really going as planned, but we will make it work here. Jeez. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it, Paracelsus. You're not even eligible for that. Like, she wasn't even eligible for that skill, and she still gets crabby about it. Alright, let's just end this fight. Yeah. Not going to that oasis is biting me in the rear here. These fights are just way too much stress gain.
Until the next test is put before you.
Which is okay. It happens.
The loathing whispers.
Paracelsus melting down and having... Jeez. Just nobody likes her. Yeah, alright. I can't do another fight. Yeah, let's take a chill pill here for a second. Let's take a second, have our squad heal up a little bit.
Regrettable research.
Get some more laudanum, which is not terrible.
Rummage through the shelves, laden with echoes of indistinct ideas.
Tactical Thinker's a nice pickup, at least. Terrified is awful, though. Tactical Thinker's quite good, though. Okay, there goes another wheel. We do have the money to fix the wagon up, so I'm less worried about that. Ordained Exemplar, or Ordained, Deacon. That's unfortunate. Nope, let's focus on his supporting cast then, because, we ain't doing diddly about him early.
Malaise, measured and steady.
So the altar doesn't even get a turn, which is definitely a good start.
Stupendous.
And that was a good follow-up there. Cannot be mad about that.
Bravo.
All right, Disney. All right, Clive. We were expecting you to dodge there, but we will work with this.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Start healing some stress here. Nice. That's the one we needed to dodge. It's really kind of funny to me after all those other struggles we've had that the actual cultist fight is like not a meaningful challenge. I mean, cause of death.
All problems have their solutions, even the big ones.
Wounding words. That is actually...
The loathing abates.
That is an option. 33% max health is a little suspect. Need to think through this real quick.
The roaring heart does much for the weary body. Even more,
Bunch of
perhaps,
sprained ankles.
for the restless soul.
Alright, where are we heading?
The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
Well, the Shroud's probably more appealing than back to the Sprawl, so we'll go to the Shroud.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you.
We will
where
fix
you must
we will
go.
fix that up. Pull out the Tangle book, which we're not going to need anymore. We're not going to need the Fetter book, unfortunately. What do we got down here?
Precious remind us
Iron
of the
banded
time
wheels,
before
wagon
the
jack,
end.
okay. I mean, I think we are going to need... We are going to need some stuff here. We're also not going to need all this food. Do it like that. I mean, it pretty much has to be this. There we go. Ah. Okay. Bunch of good items in here. But we're
Something to ease the
gonna
rigors
focus
of the
on
road.
getting them relatively fixed here. We're at 7 now. They need 9 to be fully out of it. What else we got in here? Meditative Totem doesn't help me. Oh, I do need that triage kit. Meditative Totem doesn't really help me because it doesn't remove... It removes the topmost quirk, not the bottom. We'll take a risk. Grab the whiskey barrel. Or whiskey bottle. There we go. Alright, that should fully stabilize our relationships. Yeah, we're good. Not great, but we are good. Okay, whetstone, punching bags both seem like they're worth having.
On the road to
Carry those
damnation.
forward. Leaf suspension, iron brazier, iron banded wheels. Don't really need the ice box anymore. Could pop that out, put in,
Your academic instincts serve you well.
put in this.
A
There we
smoother
go.
ride. For a time at least.
We've successfully boosted our odds here. That feels pretty good. 10 mastery points coming out of that.
Practice.
Holy cow.
Improve.
All right. Let's upgrade transformation. Definitely like Rake here. Gonna upgrade that. We've been using Icar a fair bit as well, so we'll give that an upgrade. Actually, hang on. Definitely want Transform, Rake, and Slam. This doesn't actually improve much for us. As compared to, say, giving you and you our upgrade. And potentially give PBS its upgrade as well. We have been using Lunge and Pirouette. But we haven't been getting into stealth, unfortunately. Cause of Death can have its upgrade. Plague Grenade can have its upgrade. Maybe that does mean we give PBS its upgrade. Alright, there we go. Well, 10, 10 whole, whatchamacallit, mastery points does fix up quite a bit of sin here. Let's pop those in. 38. Sharpness Charm doesn't really do anything. Brazier, keep the flame high. It actually feels kind of worth it. Pop that in over the guild seal. We'll start at max wheels. And that'll do it. Alright. Check for food. Yep, we're good. We'll save the boxing gloves, and we'll save the rest of this, I suppose, for the final battle. But that'll do it for now. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next one.